Yes. So, okay. So a warm welcome to everybody. Yes. A warm welcome to everybody to my our happy go lucky family. And there is so much that, okay. So let's start with the topic today. Humanity has entered a higher level of consciousness. All of us are in search of something. And I think we as a society right now are much more conscious than ever before. There is an upsurge in the number of people who are on a spiritual path, who seek to improve their lives and make world a better place. Do you all feel that way? Because I strongly feel that most of us are, much more enlightened than our previous generations. I think we are making an effort to rise above materialistic things and learn more about lives. So I think that has something that brought all of us together. So a warm good evening to my happy-go-lucky family here on Zoom and all who will be watching us later on YouTube. I'm Divya Shah from Radio Diva. It started as a humble attempt during first lockdown, 5th July 2020 to be precise. And we started it, I'm a journalist by profession. I started it with the intent that I wanted to, connect people, bring people together. And of course, I got to know lots of mental health issues are happening. Suicide cases in my society, we had 4 suicide cases in, though my society is also very big, but that's not a reason why suicide should happen. So, I really felt that the disconnect is widening with people staying in their houses. Let me do something. So initially we were just having good time, enjoying with each other. But eventually it evolved into a platform that's dedicated to create awareness on important mental health issues. We have discussions on important self-growth topics, the way we are having tonight. And we also have fun sessions where we laugh, sing, enjoy, and celebrate life. We have Bathak Shairi sessions, poetry sessions, book reading sessions. जो suggest करता है हम वो कर लेते हैं. We are very accommodating that ways. So accomplished speakers like today share their experiences with us, inspiring us to be better version of ourselves. So, we get to reflect inward. And there's so much of encouragement and motivation and no judgment coming from anything. I think that's the best part about this group. So if you like our content, motivate us and hit that like button, please. Subscribe so that, I have to do all this because I really want to reach out to many more people who might be lonely, who might be alone, and, they will benefit out of our honest content. Because for one content, you have to look on internet for so many places, but everybody who comes here with honesty and with no hidden agenda, and that's what makes the content here amazing. So please share, please subscribe. We are by the name the Radio Diva on YouTube, and please follow the Radio Diva page on Instagram, on Facebook, and be part of our happy go lucky community. We surely need you to grow as a community that spreads awareness and adds value in others' life, in the lives of people and ours also. So today we have a very interesting person. So you know what, I'll tell you something about the topic today. When me and Meera spoke, we had a totally different topic in our minds. Totally different topics. But before that, let me give little about my speaker, who's accomplished and highly talented speaker. She is a storyteller. She is a puppeteer. She is a mindfulness and positivity coach. She's founder the Story Basket. She ran an after-school program for kids with nature-based sensorial learning. Tell me if I'm spelling it wrong, Meera. I don't want to do it. Sensorial learning, right? So she also uses various elements from nature, from things like puppets and other stuff to do art therapy with kids. She believes in the power of positivity. That she does, because every time I have spoken to her, she has oozed positivity, love, and so much of comfort. We spoke and it never felt that we spoke for the first time. She has conducted workshops for teachers and children on values, on storytelling and puppetry. So she is a highly talented speaker that we have tonight. Plus, the topic that she has chosen is out of this world. She has chosen we spoke about value education. Let's talk about value education. We had other topic in mind, but all of a sudden, Meera said, let's talk about my near-death experience. And I was like, I did not ask her a single question, because her, agreeing to do a topic like this was a big thing for me. So I just thought, let it flow. So Meera, over to you. Highly, highly privileged and so happy to have you with us. So happy to have you with us. Thank you so much, Meera, for coming in my life and coming on Radio Diva tonight.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Divya. And thank you everybody for joining in today. This really means a lot to me. Hi, Ganga. That's Ganga, by the way.
Ganga by the name of Yamuna. I love it.
Yes, that's her twin. Yamuna is her twin. So, yes.
Yeah.
So we were talking of so many things, and then somehow last few weeks, a voice was telling me that it's time to share your story. Something from inside me was saying that it's the right time to talk about it. And as I was thinking of the when and where and how should I do it, maybe call a couple of friends online, do some mindfulness sessions, and maybe share with them. And then when Divya asked me to come on the show, we were talking of other things. And suddenly I said, Divya, I think there is something more important that I would like to share. And it's my personal story. And she was very generous and very supportive. And this means a lot to me. And I am really happy that all of you are here to listen to all that I have to share and to be a part of the story as well. So, shall we start with the song, Divya?
Yeah, कहते हैं हिंदी में नेकी और पूछ पूछ. Let's do it.
So here's my uke. I'm just going to sing a little song before we, start off. If you miss the train I'm on, you will know that I am gone. You can hear the whistle blow 100 miles. 100 miles, 100 miles, 100 miles, 100 miles. You can hear the whistle blow 100 miles. जब कोई बात बिगड़ जाए, जब कोई मुश्किल पड़ जाए, तुम देना साथ मेरा ओ हमनवा, तुम देना साथ मेरा ओ हमनवा. That's something for the Radio Diva family. Thank you so much. That's all life is about. It's about standing by each other. It's about holding up each other. Thank you, Kirti. And yes.
Yeah.
Oh, show us the ukulele, Veena ji. Here it is. It's a Hawaiian instrument. It's very beautiful, and I'm totally in love with it these days. So yes.
You sang so much from heart, and that's a beautiful number. I love the English one also, and I love the Hindi one also. Both the songs are beautiful. Yes, Jayaji, yes, Ratnakar sir, and yes, Praveen and Sudha. Everybody, I think everybody loved your song. So, we all are curious to know. So for people, death becomes like, end of everything. There's nothing beyond that. Okay, so your life, as you had mentioned to me, your life started after that. That's a big thing. How many of us have that courage to restart our life from scratch. And after losing everything, when we, gain the most important lessons of life, it's magical. So will you like to talk about what happened, the incident, the learnings, whatever you want to share with us? We'll be just happy and all ears to know everything.
Absolutely, Divya. So the reel goes back a little to the time when I was 5 years through our marriage. We've been married for 5 years, and then I was working in the corporate. I was working with a company, and I was a happy-go-lucky person. So very few concerns and very little worry, and life was very smooth. I was 26, 27, and at one point, we are sitting on the desk. The kind of work that you do is, a lot of occupational hazards. So you're sitting on the desk working on the system all the time. So one day I noticed that my right hand was feeling very weird. So it started off with some discomfort, some tingling sensation, and loss of muscle control. It started with that, and I thought, okay, probably it's, an occupational hazard and something to do with carpal tunnel, or something to do with the wrist muscles. So I went to a doctor, and the doctor prescribed some medicines. I came back home. It went on for a couple of days, and it just got worsened. It got worse after a couple of weeks. It didn't get better in spite of the medicines and in spite of the rest that I was giving it. So I had to get back to work after that small break. I thought, okay, then I had to think what to do now. I started using my left hand for the mouse for the computer. So I thought, okay, this is an opportunity for me to be probably, ambidextrous. So I started working with my left hand and giving my right hand little rest. But the condition just got worse in a few months, and I had to take a break from work. I tried, but I was not getting better, and I took a sabbatical. I stayed home. The weeks turned into months, and the months turned into years, and I was not getting better. So while I was at home, it was challenging for, a 26, 27-year-old to not be able to do anything. I couldn't cook. I couldn't do anything with my hands. My hands were losing control. They were, I was not able to hold anything, even a piece of paper. I did not have the grip to even hold a piece of paper. You could simply pull it out of my hands. So while I was also going through, different kinds of treatments, looking for different doctors, different therapies to help me with it. And I thought, this is an opportunity. I have so much time because I've been working since I was studying, and I immediately started working, and I was always working, since my post graduation. So I thought, okay, this is a break that I probably needed. So I thought, okay, what can I do? What am I looking forward to today? I started walking. I thought, okay, my hands don't function, but I can walk. So walk I did. I would walk for hours. I loved walking, and I thought this is the time, and I thought today I'm going to explore that road. Today I'm going to play this music. So it was so much fun just looking around at everything, at the scenery and people, just as somebody who's witnessing, right, life. So I would go on long walks. That phase went on beautifully for a couple of months. And after that, my legs were also affected. So I could not walk anymore. So I was homebound, not able to do anything, I couldn't even dress myself up, and I couldn't walk much. So I could barely take one or two steps, at a time and then pause and one or two steps at a time. At the same time, we were trying everything we could to find, doctors from everywhere, not just India, from abroad, trying to get some help. The doctors just didn't know what it was. There was no diagnosis to it. They did not know what they could call it or name it. So they said, we can give you something to probably ease your condition right now, but we don't know what it is. uh, I was okay. I thought, fine, if that's what it is, let's just go with the flow. I was very fond of journaling. I've been always, I started meditating when I was 15 years, 16 years old, and journaling is a huge, huge part of my daily routine. And I miss these small things. So I thought, okay, let me journal through audio. I would audio record my journals on the phone. And I thought, okay, what can I do now? Okay, I cannot walk. What can I do now? I started reading. I loved books as a child, and I thought, okay, this is the time now. So I bought a lot of books and I started reading. I started journaling, and it was also a beautiful phase where I was listening to a lot of beautiful music from all over the world, every kind of music, instrumental, vocal, any language, watching meaningful movies. I just felt like, wow, I can do so many things in a day. So every day, I would think, what am I looking forward to today? I would decide on it the previous night and say to myself, okay, tomorrow I'm going to do this. Tomorrow I'm going to watch this movie. Tomorrow I'm going to listen to all the tracks from so and so person. Tomorrow, let me read this book and finish it. I have to finish 2 chapters, 3 chapters. So it was so exciting. Every day was exciting in spite of all the challenges. Probably, I was very much a child at heart. So I was happy with the time I had. I was happy with all that I could do. The condition got worse, and slowly my body was giving up. And I understood that I did not have probably much time, because towards the end, the facial muscles were affected and I couldn't swallow. I couldn't swallow. A sip of water would take me an hour. And that's when we went to the doctor said that it's time you call the family, you get support from everyone. And the doctor was a family friend, so he spoke to me personally and he said, how are you? I said, I'm good, I'm fine. And he said, okay, so this is what it is. Probably you don't have much time. I said, I'm okay with that. I somewhere knew it, when my legs were not functioning anymore. I knew that probably, things are going to take that turn, and I don't have much time. I was aware of it. It was physically traumatizing, it was painful, but inside it was a very, very beautiful journey. It was the most, what should I say? It was a very spiritual journey. It was a journey that took me deep inside myself. When I realized that, okay, this is what it is, I thought, might as well make the most of the time I have at hand. So I started reading books like Journey of Souls, Your Soul's Plan, understanding more about what life is about, what soul really is looking for. And I found a lot of answers that were resonating with my own inner thought process. These were really, really, really beautiful books that influenced me much then. At the same time, the first lesson that I had to learn was of acceptance. I remember picking up one of these books and I read a paragraph on acceptance. It said that our soul chooses whatever happens in our life is chosen, by our soul. The soul chooses the path and it chooses what is best for its journey onward. I read it once. I read the words. I could understand the meaning, but I felt I had to feel it yet. I remember staying up all night that day. I read it once again, once more, once more, till I felt acceptance of the situation. 100% complete acceptance of the situation. And the words resonated within. And the next day, I was totally at peace. I never had the question, why? Why is this happening to me? Somehow I just did not. Because I think I believe in life too much. I believe in universe too much. So I always thought that, this, whatever I'm going through is good, has a meaning. There is a why. I just don't know right now. I'm not aware of it, but I will arrive at it. So the next day, I woke up and I felt very, very beautiful inside. That's where my spiritual journey began. I understood about acceptance. And the universe always conspires to give you what you're looking for, what you're wanting to learn. So a friend called me the next day. She told me something about her life, a small incident. But that incident, she was not aware she was the medium to my learning. That incident that she shared taught me more about acceptance. There was another dimension to it that I was learning. And when you're at that point, when you know that, you know, life is coming to an end, lots of layers, they just go away. The layers that we build around us of perceptions, of attitudes, of our, how we, our thoughts, our feelings, our emotions, we're just stocked up, right? So all of it started, the layers started going away. And the real Meera, I think I was in connect with the real Meera inside, the real self inside. So all of that had melted away, gone away, layer, just like an onion peeling, the layers went away. And I was in connection with my real self. But I had a lot more to learn. Then when I reflected one day, I realized that I need to learn to forgive. There was something inside me that had not forgiven the people who have hurt me. So that was again another journey. I began contemplating about it. At night at bedtime, I would pray to the universe to give me more understanding about it so that when I go, it's a zero. The account is zero. I'm not holding anything inside, anything against anybody. So I mentally went through that process of forgiving, learning how to forgive everybody. And then I thought, what can I do? What can I do to patch up with these people? I'm not in connect with them right now. I just started sending love. It's a process that somehow it stuck me one day. I thought, yes, I can do that. Thoughts are powerful and they do reach out. And lot of thoughts or lots of understanding just came like that, Divya. It was like, some part of it was conscious, some part of it was given. It's like it's not my own thought, but it's coming to me. Then something told me that you can do this, you can send love. So I started this process of circle of love. I would keep everyone whom I wanted to forgive, whom I wanted to send, to keep in my prayers. Someone's going through something, so I would just send love to them. The love is flowing through all our hearts. We are connected. And in that process, I forgave, you know, we filled our hearts. See, physically, if you and I are talking, right, Divya, there could be resistance from you to me, from me to you, because of how I perceive you, how you perceive me. But the heart is open. The heart is open. So I have practiced this and I have lived this, that uh, when you have a conflict, just try and send love to go to the other room, step away, send love to that person, do that heart to heart connection, and you will see that it, the differences, they'll melt away. They won't realize they're not consciously doing it, but it is happening. That's the power of love. That's the power of thought, right?
You
Yes,
know,
power of
just,
thought.
just listening to it is bringing tears to my eyes because I have done it. I have, just blessed random people going on bike, walking, people whom I know, people whom I don't know. And it has done me more good than anybody else.
Absolutely.
The I feel love for everybody. And it's so magical. So it
Yes,
gave me just goosebumps listening to you, because when I don't tell it in front of people because people will call me crazy. But it's like what you give comes back to you, and I feel so much more loved. Simple. I don't need to
absolutely.
know somebody to love a person. I can just love.
Absolutely.
Oh, Meera. All of us are like, Meena says, now I know you better. Such a strong spiritual little girl. Love to you. Power of thought. Yes, sages did that, connecting minds. Very true, Veena ji. Very true. Raman is giving you a virtual hug. Rupali is agreeing to you. Pooja is getting goosebumps, and Jayaji is speechless. You know, what you said is so pure, Meera, and I don't know how many people will be able to achieve it, but it's magical. It's pure magic if you are able to achieve. We don't need a near-death experience for it. I think just
Absolutely. Absolutely.
so everybody is sending you lots of love. Yes, Meera, please
Thank
go ahead.
you.
Sorry, I
Yes.
interrupted.
So, letting go, that was another lesson. There were so many lessons that I had to go through. And in the process, I came across beautiful stories. I have such beautiful stories that taught me everything about love, about forgiveness. And these were coming from few of my friends who were following it, but they didn't know, they didn't realize. They didn't know they were a big part of my life's learnings. And that's how, um, you know, it went on. And I was happy when the time came, when the doctor told me that it's time, right? You don't have much time, and it's time you are prepared for it. And those were the times when I was also meditating for hours, for hours. Somehow I had developed a very, very high intuition, you know, psychic abilities, as we talk about it. You can call it sixth sense or whatever. But I uh, could connect, could feel people, those who are not around me. I could feel if someone was in um, pain, if someone was not well. I just seemed to know it. And I knew that my role was to send them love, send prayers to them. One of the incidents, was of a friend who was very ill, and I got to know the same very day. It was just like, just like a feeling. My thoughts went to him, and later I realized that he was very, very sick. And then I thought, okay, this is my role. This is what I have to do. I have to send him healing energy. I have to send him love. I have to send him my prayers. So that's how it went, and I was prepared. I was I was ready from inside. I had no regrets. I had no fear. I had absolutely nothing. It was like embracing. I was ready with arms open. And the inner condition, Divya, was so, so beautiful. I cannot tell you. it was so beautiful that I felt the realization, or the right word is shift of consciousness. The shift of consciousness that I was experiencing at that time, because I felt I was not on the physical plane. I was really in between life and death. I was at a magical space where I knew that thoughts were powerful. I was able to manifest them, and I was seeing just energy, aura, vibes, and frequency. That was reality to me. And when that became, it is for me even today, it is for me as real as you, as Veena ji, as Ganga. So the frequencies that we have, that the aura or the energy that we share, it's as real as that. It's a living thing for me. And when I arrived at this beautiful, beautiful understanding that the universe had granted to me, I felt, if for this I have to experience all of this, it's worth it. If this beautiful learning had to come to me after so much of physical discomfort, inconvenience, it's worth it. I would often have tears out of the mere understanding that I was gathering about life. And as I was at that point, a call came to me from someone I knew very well. She was also going through some physical, challenges as me. And she called up and she said, Meera, there is somebody who does Nadi Vaidya. You must have heard of Nadi Vaidya. So I've taken their medication and I've gotten better. Just wanted to let you know. I was not very sure because we had tried everything. We had tried all kinds of therapies. And I was like, fine, okay, let's see. But she said, no, I want you to go there. So I thought, okay, let's give it a try. So I went, I took the medication for 40 days, just 40 days. I had been suffering for 5 years, 6 years till then, physically, and with a lot of pain, excruciating pain sometimes. And with the medication, I just got better in 40 days. I started walking. I was able to use my hands. I was back to life. This was my second life that was given to me. And it was just so beautiful. It was a blessing. I couldn't imagine, 5 years and in 40 days, you are, you know, you're back to your feet. I was running. Not just that, all the other kind of health issues that I had before that. So I was 10 years younger. I felt 10 or 15 years younger after that. So I recovered and I came back to life. And something that I would like to mention, it's a real little personal, but it's a very, very important part of the story is I said in the beginning that, I was married for 5 years and we didn't have any children then. And a lot of adults or a lot of family members would say, oh, you don't have a child yet, are you doing something about it? Somehow, as I said, I trusted life too much. I said it'll happen when it'll happen. That would be my answer. I knew that it would happen from inside. I said it'll happen. Think at the right time things will flow. And the 5 years that I was going through the physical illness, many times it struck me. See, that's how the universe works. Had I had a child to take care of, me and my husband would have been miserable. We would have been miserable because we would have felt that we are not doing justice to this beautiful soul that has come to us. Because I was not capable of taking care of myself, I could not have done it. And if I had to leave, it would have been much more painful for me that I am leaving my husband and my child. So I recovered, and right after that, we were blessed with our son. So that's how I very strongly believe that, things will come, and the why will come to us. Very often we think, why is this happening to me? The answers will always come to us, but we have to wait for it. We have to wait. We have to just trust the way things are flowing and wait for it, and then we'll know the reason. So I wanted to share a favorite quote of Martin Luther King. Even Manish likes it. So this is something I came to hear much later, and I realized I've lived it already. It says, if you can't fly, run. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl. But by all means, keep moving. When this came to me, I realized I had already done it. When I couldn't do anything with my hands, I started walking. When I couldn't walk, I was reading. I was meditating. I was still enjoying life. I was still learning. So I came back stronger, clearer, and I always add this, gentler. When you go through incidents in your life, you become strong, you become clear, but you also become very, very gentle, empathetic to the people around you. You understand pain much more. It makes you much more humbler, and it makes you much more human, right? So that was my story in short. And the purpose, I woke up to the purpose. I learned that this is what I'm meant to do: spread positivity, spread love, spread healing energy. This is my role. And I do that through stories, through workshops, and I love spending time with children, through different kinds of therapy, through music. So that's what I do. And what I think, all that matters is to hold the right perspective through anything that we are going through. Just hold the right perspective. We all go through challenges, we all go through ups and downs. But what is the perspective that what am I looking at? If you are looking at learning, if we are looking at growing out of that situation, universe will help us. The understanding will come. We might struggle a little. And as I always say, it's all about practicing it enough number of times. Manish and Divya have heard me say this. Like any habit, you want to wake up on time. Let's say 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. What do? You have to practice it enough number of times, right? You want to build a habit, practice it enough number of times. You want to learn to be positive, practice it enough number of times. You want to change how you look at life, practice it enough number of times. It's a choice. The choice is in our hands. We have the power to choose our thoughts. Agreed? We have the power to
Totally.
choose our thoughts. We have the power to choose our perspective. We have the power to choose our attitude, our behavior, and our responses to life. And that's how we have complete and 100% power over our life. No matter what is happening around you, we have the power.
I think you have made all of us speechless today, Meera. Such a honest, such a beautiful journey that you took us. I think all of us were transported to, feeling that pain with you, and your, okay, if my feet, if my hand is not working, let me walk. If my feet is not working, let me read the book. Let me, let me do what I can. Your journey, your resilience, your fight, your being a warrior. Wow. And you being transforming into, forgiveness for everybody, letting go, and, seeing, getting your purpose in life. I think it speaks volumes. I can't, pinpoint on just one lesson that we have learned today. I think all of us have had so many lessons today, and so many people have written so many things for you. I really want to read few of them. You know, ma'am, your thoughts and speech is very positive. You are a super pure soul. Manish says to me, Meera is nothing but purity of the soul. Uday says, keep going, Meera. You're an amazing person built within. Pooja says, such a strong girl behind the soft looking girl you are. Everybody has written so much about you, and you took us through your magical journey, as Sudhaji writes, wishing many more magical moments throughout. Meenaji says, God bless those who help themselves. I love your experience of that magical space, the realization. Ninisha says, awesome, powerful, lot of message to learn. Go deeper in life to know your soul, right perspective, what a resilience, loved acceptance and forgiveness message. Super blessed to be here today, Rupali Di. Me too. And Raman says, kudos, Meera. God bless you abundantly. Lot of messages in your talk. Thank you, dear. Everybody, I'm so sorry, I'm not able to read all of them, but everybody, Ratnakar sir says, absolutely inspiring, never say die attitude. And somebody called iPhone says, honest, wonderful, inspiring, whatnot, not just wow. You're a positive and a kind soul. So, such a beautiful, we all have our lessons, but a lesson that has given you the purpose of your life, I think it makes you apart. We have lessons of survival, we have lessons of how we made it big and all those things. But this lessons which came after a near death experience, it has not only transformed you, but it has transformed every life that you are touching. So I don't think, the way we, whenever I talk to you, Meera, it's just not that you live for yourself. You try and put, life to everything that you do. That's what I have felt in my, interactions with you. So how blessed we are to have you today. Kalpana ji has raised her hand. She wants to say something. Please go ahead, Kalpana ji. And anybody else who wants to say something, please come forward. Yes, Kalpana ji.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It's a very nice evening. Thank you so much. So it was really a worth listening session, what I can say. And something we have read many stories of the superheroes, and we also believe, some of us, we really believe that. So we Atmas are the part of Paramatma. So which is the supreme power. So we are not powerless, we are also powerful, and we need to realize our power within us. So God has given us the power. The thing is that if we will not realize, if we will not listen to that silent voice within us, so sometimes we will become blind and we will become really dumb and we will go in the negative way. So, but this is the realization which made this ordinary girl to extraordinary motivational speaker in front of us, everyone. So, it is a very big
Thank you so much,
thank you to
Kalpana.
Mida ma'am. It was really a magical journey. Instead of
Thank you.
making it a miserable life, he made her a life magical. So, it's a big thanks to her for sharing her story, and also
Thank you.
a salute to her parents. So for this beautiful daughter who have, thank you so
Thank you
much,
so
ma'am,
much.
for making
Thank you
a
so
member of
much.
this beautiful family.
Thank you so much, Kalpana.
Thank you so much, Dr. Kalpana. Thank you so much, everybody. Uh, yes, Manish.
I think Praveen has raised his hand.
Yes, Praveen and Manish.
Yeah. I'm actually traveling, so that's why. Anyway, it was very fantastic. And what I've learned from her story is basically she mentioned about the power, which I believe she got it. She got the power because she really loves the life she has. And I truly believe now you get power when you really love something. So the source of power, I believe, is source of love. When you start loving things, you always get power. And I think she got that power because I believe she loves her life. So I think that's why she was able to really come out.
Thank
And
you
love
so
can
much,
make
Praveen.
wonders.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you for the invitations. It was great listening to you, Meera.
Thank you
So
so
proud
much,
of you.
Praveen. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you
thank you.
so much, Praveen. And
Yeah.
you believe that she loves life. It's very much evident that she loves life. She always
Yeah.
believes in life. Yes, Manish, please go ahead.
See, I've known Meera for a very short time. What, Meera, 3 months, 4 months? How long has it been?
Yes, 3 months.
But the way we get along is as if we've known each other for not just one birth, probably two or more births. That's the way we get along. And what I have noticed, and I knew her story earlier as well, and I heard it today. So obviously, it makes a much more bigger impact. But what I feel is that the reason that she's been able to come through everything, pull through, is only because, this is my opinion, because of the purity. Not an inch of jealousy, not an inch of hatred towards anyone. I mean, I haven't met anybody as pure as her in my life, in my entire life, in my interaction with people all across wherever I've traveled, left, right, and center. I haven't met anybody as pure as her. And I think that's the main reason that she's pulled through. I strongly believe in it, irrespective of whatever others say. I feel it is her purity which has kept her going, you know. So that's exactly what I wanted to say.
Thank
Thank
you
you so
so
much,
much, Manish.
Manish.
That was beautiful. And we are booking you for another session already. Meera, see, Rupa has written, I really want to know more about you. So, originally she was supposed to take a session on value education. Let's get her again, Rupalidi, for that session. And yes, Manish said it right.
Sure.
When intents are pure, things just happen, and it works out. Life has its way of manifesting, and when the intentions are pure.
By the way, Divya, I'm catching up with Meera very soon. Within about 10 days' time, we're catching up. I'm going to be in
That's
Hyderabad, so
Yeah.
looking forward to.
perfectly. So, Meena ji says, get her for nature-based therapy for us, please. We'll do it. So, all of you who are not part of Radio Diva, maybe Jaya ji, if she's there, yeah, Jaya ji is there. If she can share the link, be part of the Radio Diva group. We conduct 2 sessions per week, and one is we keep it a bit like on some knowledge-based thing, and one we keep it as a bathtub, as a fun session, because we feel if we laugh, if we smile, if we are happy, as such हम सारी बीमारियों को दूर भगा देंगे. So that's the intention at heart ki let's have some fun sessions.
Divya, just one message to everyone out here. I was on this program a couple of days ago, and I think it's a great place to be, and it's also one of the very nice channels to subscribe and also share with others. Divya is doing an amazing job, an absolutely amazing job. And I think we need to promote somebody who's doing something like this. Trust me, please do share it. Please do subscribe as well. And I want Divya's work also to be known far and wide, simply because she's doing very honest and very, very good work. I mean, whatever she does from the heart, another pure soul. So please, please, please do share, subscribe, and forward her videos as well.
Ditto. Dot.
Thank you so much. Jayaj has shared the group link and the YouTube link. So whoever wants to be part of the WhatsApp group, nothing much happens. The group stays mostly closed. We just share the link of the shows that happens. No forwarding, no selling anything, because we think that there are other groups. This group was meant just for spreading. Okay, let's meet. Strangers came together. Like most of the people I have never met Jayaji. I've never met Ninisha. So many of these people I haven't ever met, but we became so close. Rupali Di. I mean, there are so many people here who have become friends, without reason, without benefits, without just spreading happiness together. So the link is there, the group link is there, and be part of it, and let's create some awareness. Let's have some fun together, spread happiness. And Meera, you have done exactly that today. I can't thank you enough. And look at the smile on Ganga's face. Ganga with the name of Yamuna. I really like you. So, and Veena ji, you were beautiful. You were amazing. And I loved your smile. So please keep coming. In fact, I'm going to tell Meera to connect me to both of you and everybody who wants to stay in touch. I always feel, why do we need, our own family and friends? Why can't we connect to strangers and be one? Why can't others be our family? I think Meera, re-emphasized all my beliefs today. I really believe that we don't need a blood connection to be connected to somebody.
Absolutely. We are souls and we connect through frequencies, through our vibes. And just two things that I wanted to share.
Please do that. I have made you the co-host. Please share. Okay, Meera does lots of workshops. Meera, please share the slide.
I will. Just a few things that, just one thing that I wanted to share is, when you go through something that big, okay, I do have challenges. So how is life now? It's beautiful. I do have challenges even now because life has its ups and downs. But having seen something like that, now things don't bother me as much. When you have the bigger perspective, when you have the bigger view of things, the small things, I do not get agitated very easily. I do not get disturbed very easily, because you've seen the bigger picture of life. And I feel consciously we can again make that choice of keeping that bigger picture in mind. So when we are going through the little ups and downs, it's like the small tides or the small waves in the sea. They don't bother us much. Just look at it that way. And another thing that I practice and I wanted to share is, whenever I felt low, sometimes I felt low. Whenever I felt low through that phase, and that's something I practice even now, I pick up the phone and call two friends. I call two friends. I don't share my problem. I ask them how they are. And you will see very often that they want to talk. They want somebody, they're waiting for somebody to call up and say, how are you? How was your day? Right? So you lift somebody up, you get lifted automatically. That's very, very magical thing. So whenever, even today, when I feel low or I feel a little disturbed, I just pick up the phone and I call up two friends, any two friends from my list whom I haven't spoken to for long. And I say, how are you doing? And they say, wow, I just feel so good you called me. And the energy just multiplies. It comes back to you, right? It's exponential. So please try and practice that. And
we will do it. I think, you have given us all such a practical solution. I think, Meera, you are actually magical. such a beautiful thing that, yes, I think I'll never forget this line, that the moment you lift others, you get lifted. I think all of us, let's lift others. Let's, help.
Yes.
We never help others. I do Radio Diva. There are so many people who question me. Manish, I have to tell you that क्यों 2 साल से लगी पड़ी है? क्या मिलता है तेरे को? ऐसे भी there are people who have questioned कि why do you do Radio Diva? You take so much of effort to make those flyers, to do the sessions, to invite people. But
That's because Divya, they can't actually experience what you are experiencing in terms of the happiness that you're getting. They can't. So
I
till
think
they can't do that, they will keep questioning you. You
I,
understand, I
yeah,
understand, Meera understands, a lot of others on this show understand. When you do something, purely without any expectations, the kind of happiness, you have to do it, experience it to actually understand what it is. So
absolutely.
some people
So
will not
I think,
understand.
one line stays with me, Manish and Meera, that, it's in giving that you receive.
Absolutely.
The more you give, you never do it for others. कोई कहता है ना कि मैंने दूसरों के लिए किया है, तो वो झूठ है. मैं रेडियो खुद के लिए करती हूँ, because this 1 hour the smile never leaves my face. So yeah, thank you so much, everybody. It's such a beautiful session. Why don't you share the slide? I think we had such a
Yes.
wonderful, our hearts and souls are filled. Thank you, Jayaji, for being part of my journey. And yeah, you can share it, Meera.
Yes.
Thank you, iPhone, whoever you are. I don't know your name, but thank you so much for writing such a beautiful note. You all are amazing. So Meera is all
So
this
this
and much
is,
more.
yes. So this is what I do. I am a mindfulness and positivity coach, storytelling, and storytelling can be for all ages, adults, teens included. You might be surprised, but everybody loves story. And puppetry. And I totally, absolutely love shadow puppetry. I play other puppets as well, but I teach and I play shadow puppetry. Value education, I go by the name Story Basket on Facebook and on Instagram. Skills and training workshops for teachers and students. Anybody who would like to get with me, they can take my number from Divya.
Yeah, please do that, and we'll have to have you again, Meera. All the Radio Diva family people are messaging me personally also that we need Meera back. So you better come back again.
Meera, you forgot to mention you're going to work on EI as well now.
Yes, how can you forget? That's like our, other than Matt, I think, and Bela, all three of us. So I think Meera is disconnected. So
I know, I think,
yeah, yeah, she's a wonderful. Yeah. Yeah,
but we
so
had the best part of her anyway. So
yeah, so we are also planning to do something together. Manish will like to talk more about it. We are doing EQ for beginners. So, emotional intelligence. I think COVID has taught all of us that emotional intelligence rules. It is what matters. I think this pandemic 2 years has taught all of us. So we are together collaborating and doing something related to it. So stay posted and I'll keep you updated. Kavya says, Meera, please share if link if you have the recording. Yes, it's on by the name The Radio Diva on YouTube, Kavya. And you can join the group and the link. It's check in the chat box. It's there. I think Meera got disconnected, but we had such a beautiful session. I can't thank all of you enough for such a beautiful session. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart, Ganga, for your soulful, honest smile. Meena ji, for your beautiful presence, divine presence, I must say. Priyanka, with your specs, I can see you. Beautiful. Thank you so much for being there. And of course, Manish, thank you for always guiding us, always having our back kind of a person. So thank you so much, everybody. Okay, Meera has shared her number. So anybody who wants to get in touch with Meera, please do that. And thank you so much, everybody. Ninisha, thank you for liking my dress. Thank you, everybody. Good night.
Yes.
Just one question.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, I just saw because when I just got connected to the WhatsApp, I saw uh, radio,
Diva.
Divya, what
Diva.
Diva. Okay.
Radio Diva.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I just got the invitation to join the program, but I don't know the background of why this program or what's the intention or what's the background. If you don't mind, can you please explain?
I did that in the starting, but I'll just give a brief 2-minute intro of
Yeah,
myself.
I missed the intro.
Yeah, Praveen, I'm a journalist by profession. I used to work with CNN IVN. I was a senior correspondent, and then I was writing scripts, and then the pandemic happened. And the journalist in me was very restless, or the human being in me was very restless, and mental health issues and how, depression issues have increased made me feel that I should do something about it. And somebody said, your voice is very chirpy and very happy, though I have a cold right now. But people said, oh, you are very happy. And I always thought जिसके पास करोड़ वो पैसे बांट रहे हैं, I know how to stay happy, so let me spread happiness. This is the only intention behind starting Radio Diva. And then कहते हैं ना, सिलसिला शुरू हुआ और काफिला बढ़ता रहा. And we have come, I think we are completing 2 years on 5th July. We started during the first lockdown, and of course second lockdown it hit us all bad. We started calling counselors and mental health specialists. I really feel the mental health thing in India, the taboo has to go, the stigma attached to has to go. That's why I keep calling counselor, talking about issues, because sometimes a third person helping us affects us much more than our family members telling us, and we need that non-judgmental listening at least. So I believe in that therapy. So I'm also working on my startup, which will connect, people, the service providers and service givers. So these are the things that I do, and Radio Diva is a voluntary thing. And I call speakers, whoever is willing to speak voluntarily from their heart, the way today Meera was there. I invite them, and they are generous enough to be part of it. Twice a week we do sessions. I hope I have answered you.
Yeah. That's fantastic. You are now I realize that you are a good journalist because you are speaking loud and loud.
I'm speaking.
No, I was just saying, now I was able to understand that you are a good journalist.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'll take it as a compliment. Thank you, Veena ji. Thank you, Ganga. Thank you, Meera.
Heartfelt gratitude to everybody who joined today, who listened, and lots of love to everybody. I am going to keep all of us in the circle of love tonight and for a few more days. So let us all work towards our life's purpose, discover and work towards our life's purpose, because there is nothing that gives us more happiness or contentment than that. It's like finding your ikigai. I think Divya has found her ikigai, and Manish has found his. All of us have found our ikigais. We know what we are working towards. So thank you so much for joining. Really, very, very grateful to each of you. You are a part of my story as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Meera. We are so privileged and lucky to have you tonight with us. Thank you for becoming a part of this session of my life. And yes, so happy to have you. Thank you. Good night, everybody. Have an awesome weekend. Keep smiling and stay happy. When we stay happy, we become lucky. I always preach, teach, and talk about it. The moment we are happy, we go lucky. So let's work on our happiness quotient more than anything else on planet Earth.